Mere feeds from where the Georgia Dome stood and the Falcons played for a quarter century. We're looking at the team's home since the 2017 season, Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Today, two NFC South teams set to tangle. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do though have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. On him again, and he goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Well, this is exactly what the defense wants to do to these quarterbacks. You want to speed them up, and the best way to do it is to hit them and bring them to the ground. Conversely, they've got to figure out offensively how to protect. If you can't protect, you can't execute, you can't do anything offensively.
And he gets it away from his end zone. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down before the return gets far. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Ryan Diablo there on the tackle.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
The Falcons 43-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Rattler. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle came at the last moment to save the first, didn't it? That sets up 3rd and short from the 37.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. He'll try to do it himself. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle. Get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
That's all you could really expect from a sneak, Kate. 1, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me and I think many scratching our heads.
So 4th down, and here comes Kai Kroger, a punt for the Saints. And this is going to stick them deep on their own side. That's out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
At their own
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. They're going play fake with Penix. Man downfield, and he finds London. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31.
It's a gain of
A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Even on the outer edges of this field, Kate, a cornerback making a stop behind the line, it's impressive. But in the middle third, that takes a special and fearless type of cornerback.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. London going to motion over right. Play action, here's Penix. Complete, it's Bijan Robinson. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
1st and 10 from the 41. Here's Robinson up the middle. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Here's a counter give to Robinson. Like a turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line.
He was taken down.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Penix working from the gun. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll throw, 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And he's finally caught after a big 3rd down gain, but was one of his teammates caught by an official. We've got a flag down. Penix here from the gun. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Now we're open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. That draw is snuffed out. Didn't really have a chance, and they're going to back him up for 3rd down.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Throw here, 3rd down. It's complete. This is Olave. And he's taken down at the 30. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. So let's examine this flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. From the gun, Rattler. This is reeled in by Taysom Hill. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
This option play now on second down. Offense wins zone read, but what a read by the defense. They blow it up for a loss of 4.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
On third down, here's Rattler. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play.
You know, there's a little bit of the risk of a 50-50 ball in the end zone. Some of these defenders today, man, they can elevate with the best of them. That's one they got away with. Should have been a pick and a touchback.
A 44-yard attempt.
Groupie sends it through. Now we see after that play, one of the Falcons having some trouble out there. They'll head out to look at him. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
Now Penix off the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is second and inches. Going right side, Robinson with it. Has some daylight through the 40. This is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45. It's a 21-yard gain. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Throwing now on first down. Penix finds London on the slant. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Falcons will have a first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Ball at the 33 for first down. He's got it on the bootleg. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Here's Algier on first down. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. So that's one quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score. From the shotgun, Penix. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a second quarter lead. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it to.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Valus Jones now on the return. This makes it up to the 25.
Saints take over first and 10.
Saints to the line now. First and 10. And start things off with a run by Kamara. Nothing doing here as he only manages the arm.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Rattler setting to throw. And down he goes. The Falcons defense gets it done. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
6 yards.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep the quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's running for it. He's across the 35. And finally, they take him down at the 36-yard line. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
Taken in by Hill, right side. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. Jalen Walker firing over to take him down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Running behind center with Kamara. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds before he can challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
You get to that money down, that 3rd down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job, not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
Kai Kroger on for this punt. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line.
The
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
At their own 13-yard line.
Defense showing blitz. Here's Penix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered kid on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Running left is Robinson. He's going to have them up to that 23. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. They motion a receiver left. 1st down, and they go right back to it. Well, no repeat success of that last run, as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Penix. Completed over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They go play action. Here's Penix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
They'll punt it away again. Bradley Pinion headed back out. Back deep for the Saints is Rashid Shaheed. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Here's Rattler. Screen here for Kamara. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Shotgun snap to Rattler. Flush down out to his left. And he's going to slide to a halt. For the moment, it's a gain, but we'll see if that penalty flag brings it all back. We'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Running back sent in motion. Rattler to the air now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage is waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. Back deep for the Falcons, Jamal Agnew. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
Mooney will go in motion left. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Justin Reed with the tackle.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Robinson on the inside give. Into the secondary past the 40. And they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Runs like that one, baby, that's where you could really see how locked in and in sync this offense is. The choreography up front to get all the blocking in place. The back's ability to see those holes as they open up. And the coach is finding the right call, Kate, for the right moment. It's beautiful to watch when a plan comes together.
It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of
Well, that
7.
draw gets them as many yards as a lot of passes would right there. And until this defense proves they can stop these draw plays, you can expect to see them worked into the game plan throughout.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. And it's looking to run with it. Look at that work, turning those legs, driving across the 15. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons now lead by 10. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion.
Set to kick off.
Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Now Rattler on the play fake. It's caught left side by Hill. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Rattler. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 3rd and short.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? So the false start makes this a far tougher call now, 3rd and 6. Putting the tight end in motion. To the air on 3rd and long. Connection made to Shaheed. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Kamara running out of the gun. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now Rattler. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. This is caught inside the 15. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Rattler now off the play action. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet. That's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the gun, Rattler. Finding Johnson once more. It's an New Orleans touchdown. The Saints making a one-score game in the first half. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Agnew on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
Now Penix off the play action. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
On the coverage.
From the 24 once again. It's 2nd and 10. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will set up 1st and goal.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Robinson. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting them.
Ooh, snaps a little slow, and the kick is blocked. Up to the races, middle of the field. The 40. At the 20. And against all odds, they get the block and return it all the way for 2. You could hear the crowd swell first on the block, Brock, and then again as they scooped it up and started the return. Man, really one of the most exciting plays you'll ever see in a game, no matter what the score is.
And one of the rarest plays we get to see, too. You know, the rule was changed back in 2015 that you could take it back for 2. And the total number of extra points blocked and taken back since then, well, we can count on our 2 hands. It's incredibly tough to do, but they just pulled it off.
Here's Rattler, 1st and 10. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
Well, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Rattler trying to get on 2nd. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Rattler. Taking off with it again. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
1st down, New Orleans.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. He'll work against the blitz. He'll be caught by his back. Camaro. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Rattler back to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And it sets up second down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. It's complete. This is Olave. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First down. It's a gain of 10. And the Saints first down.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. In the red zone on 1st. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Pistol snap to Rattler. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working now from the gun. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Angling this one in for the right hash to challenge here. Groupie sends it through. And that gets them back within 5. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Throwing now off the play action. Hits him on the out route. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
A gain of 19 yards.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First down, play action. He takes it himself. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They run it from the gun with Kamara. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
At the 41-yard line.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. This one's headed for the sideline and out. Swing at the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crawls. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Penix working from the gun. He'll try and run this. And Penix gives himself up after picking up that 1st down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Throwing Penix. Oh, he's going for it again. And Penix gives himself up after picking up that 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
1st down, ball at the 36. From the gun, it's Robinson. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Here's Penix to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Penix facing a 3rd and long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. Punt meets him at the 28. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Ball is at 33 for 1st down.
At their own 33-yard line.
They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain. And boy, does he know how to operate in it.
At the 32-yard line.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Rattler. Finds the in route complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
first down, New Orleans.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Counter give to Kamara. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. David Onyemata there for the stop.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Trying to throw this from the gun. This one's caught. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of game.
Right back to Hill. This is caught. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's in the first.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground with Kamara. Gets to space right side. And he's finally taken down at the 3. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk, explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Neal is across the line for the New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take a 3rd quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's got a man, complete. And he's into the end zone. Successful play there. That makes the lead 3 points. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Here's Agnew on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Falcons take over first down.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. With Robinson to start the drive. And his charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Another carry for Robinson. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Complete out to the right. That short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And he's brought down before the return gets far. They've got 1st down from the 31.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Now Rattler on the play fake. Right side, Shaheed's got it. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the toss to Kamara. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks. And I'm looking for that to be called again.
First down, New Orleans.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Running behind center with Kamara. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Saints have it with a lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry it through. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, Rattler. Catch made. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. It's Kamara on 3rd down. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down. He's got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Slot man motioned over. Rattler now off the play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Now we have a member of the Saints injured after that play and obviously in need of some assistance. Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. Rattler to the air now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Throwing deep here for the end zone. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints make it a 9-point advantage. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Falcons 20. Blake Groupie to
Here's
kick off
Groupie on
for the
now to
Saints.
handle the kickoff. Here's Carter on the return. And That's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10. Penix here from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Falcons will have a first.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
First and 10 around to Robinson. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll motion him out of the backfield. From the shotgun, Penix. Completed to his running back. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Penix looking to pass. Oh, he lost the football. But it looked like the Falcons swooped in and got to that football. Yes, they recovered. They're keeping possession. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
3rd down, it's Penix. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, oh, he just couldn't quite hang on.
No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Looking to throw, Rattler. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's a give to Kamara. Wow, not a chance at all as he is met at the line on this one. That's going to be 4th and very long.
Fair or unfair, I sit in a little bit of a judgment seat next to you up here, Cade, and I got to judge that one. That tells me that coach trusts his defense more than he does his offense in that situation.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he's going to call for the fair catch here at the 38-yard line. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Shotgun shotgun snap. A give to Robinson. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. The big play nets him. $17 yards. And the Falcons will have a first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On first down, here's Penix. He's going to tuck it and run. 12 yards on that play, and a good call. That's on the first.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's Robinson up the middle. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
The 24-yard line.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Staying with Robinson. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Trying to pick it up with Algier. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Kicked well, and this is good! And it pulls him back within one score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Saints first down. A gain of 18 on the play.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Man in motion out of the slot. This is Kamara. Jukes away from one. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Going to the ground again on first. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? He can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Another run for Kamara. defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. Falcons bringing out an extra defensive back for third down. Looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks it inside their own 10. On first down, here's Penix. Now here he goes. And he's going to be taken down right as he reaches that 20-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
And the Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Looking now from the gun. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open to beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here he is to throw. Right side, wheeled in by Pitts. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. It's a pickup of 11. And the Falcons will have a first.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
To Pitts it goes. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
First and 10.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Completed over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Falcons will have a first. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Steps up, and he's running with it. And he goes down to avoid a hit, so give him a gain of close to 4. That's going to set up second down.
4 yards on
that is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's taken down at the 30. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. Back to throw. He's got it along the sideline. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. We try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
5 still to go here. This is second down. He'll look to throw it. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Here he is to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And they pull it off. A touchdown catch in the final moments. And now overtime. A win right here are on the table. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play.
All right, fellas, one more time. We are going to do this. We got this. It's going to be a good game, boys. Make them work for it. Can't wait any longer. Turn the waves, let's go.
Coach did not hesitate there. He held up those 2 fingers right away. They're going to try for this win.
The Falcons will
One final shot here.
Two-point conversion.
And this is caught. Oh, he gets them 2 points, and with those, they've got the lead. They didn't come here today to play for no overtime, Brock. They didn't come here today to come away with a tie. They came here for the W, baby, and that 2-point conversion has them now moments away from that.
So many factors go into a big decision like that, Kate. You got to separate the emotion of it. You got to look at where your team is, and ultimately, who do you trust the most? In these huge decisions, time and again, it's all about trust to me. And this staff, well, they put the trust in that offense to go deliver, and boy, did they ever.
So the Falcons defend their building and take the win at home. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.